Lieberman Software is a US-based company. We're located in Los Angeles, California, and also in Austin, Texas. We specialize in the development of security software that's used by government agencies and large enterprises. The Lieberman offering specializes in the area of privileged identity management, specifically the management of things like root, administrator, and SA accounts. The idea that we're trying to solve, or the issue that we're trying to solve here, is that of dealing with too many people having too much access to too much information. We're also dealing with another issue with organizations that are deploying large numbers of virtual machines begin to lose track of the accounts that they have being used within their systems, their applications, their lights out. In today's modern data center, we see organizations that have lights out management cards, hypervisors, hosted operating systems, many applications and things constantly moving. For this problem, we see that many organizations have effectively given up on managing the privileged identities. What we're showing at the show this week in London is the technology that gives organizations the ability to auto-discover their machines, their accounts, how these accounts are being used, and give them the ability to implement new processes that are based on technology and best practices so that only the right people have access to these sensitive systems and these sensitive accounts at the right time and also for the right reasons. I believe that the key differentiator that we have in the space of privileged identity is the fact that we auto-discover, we auto-correlate, and we also scale. The amazing thing about our solution for our organizations that use it is that our deployments are typically measured in less than a week. Even in organizations that might have 40,000, 80,000, or even 120,000 systems under management, the ability to start cold at the beginning of a week and the ability to take an organization and put them into compliance, and not just compliance, but also get them into a best practices. Specifically, being able to be continuously compliant so that when the auditor comes in after the end of the week of our deployment, they can in fact see proof that the organization is now running properly. Even more important, if they come back in a week or 2 weeks or 4 weeks, they're still going to be compliant because security is now part of the DNA of that organization. The other key differentiator that we have in the marketplace is the fact that we integrate with everybody. We have this concept of good citizen, meaning that if you want to tie into an SIEM system, let's say from ArcSight or Q1 Labs or RSA Envision, that comes in out of the box. You simply bring up the dialog, say I want to integrate with this SIEM system, and boom, you're done. Same thing with trouble ticket systems. If you want to integrate with BMC, Microsoft, or HP, again, out of the box. Our typical integrations for these other systems take 5 or 10 minutes to do per integration. This is opposed to some of our competitors that can take literally years to deploy, much less deal with the integrations that are unique to each enterprise. So we believe that we as a company, we have a passion for making our organizations that use our products, making them secure, not just for today, but for months and years to come. We also love auditors. We believe that auditors are here to do good things, and we want to make you look great, not only in front of the auditors, but in front of your customers. We believe that there's no reason to lose reputation as a result of having poor security. So beyond this is a mission of securing organizations and making sure that right people have the access for these privileged accounts at the right times and for the right reasons. And it's easy, and it's quick, it's secure, and it's provable. Gosh, you know, there are so many different wins in so many different areas that we've been working in. In the federal government, we do a lot of work in the defense, or that is the national defense area, and also federal government. And this is a really interesting area because we've been working with them in terms of modernizing their architecture, but also dealing with the fact that some of their security requirements are so severe. But another more interesting one is we also work with the credit card issuers, and they have just incredible security requirements. Consider the fact that some of them are dealing with trillions of dollars per day in terms of their worldwide transactions. For them, the idea of being able to prove that their security is strong and provable is a very big deal to them because they want to make sure, again, that people who need access get it, but those who don't. But we also deal with media companies. Consider some of them who are putting out films or have their own intellectual property. the fact that we can secure these media companies is, again, a very exciting thing. But it goes into so many different areas. There's so many places in the world, between governments, stock exchanges, financial organizations, petrochemical, that have so much in the way of valuable assets, that when we can come in there and provide them with technology and best practices and see that they're now really secure and provably secure, I think that's a really great feeling to be able to do that for our customers.